Awesome. So the album's out in just a few weeks' time now, right?
Yeah, the 8th of May, the classic Motorhead song. So yeah, it's
Yes.
easy to remember.
Yeah, exactly. Is there sort of an overarching theme to it? Do all the kind of, songs thread together, or is it more of like an individual song basis?
It's kind of more an individual kind of song basis. So it's very much song driven, which was the idea. So each song sort of stands up on its own, rather than it having a overarching concept. It's more just songs that stand up in their own right, I think, was the idea. So it's very much song driven. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, but
sounds
they do
good.
go together nicely, so as well.
Yes, yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Yeah.
And there three singles out of it so far, right?
Uh, Four,
Is it four now?
actually. So there's We Belong, Cosmic Train,
Yes, of course.
Karmic Rituals, and Broken Love have all been released. We just released two singles on the same day,
Yes.
which might be a bit nuts, but we decided we would. So yeah, put two out at the same time.
Yes, I was going to ask you what kind of went into the decision to drop two at the same time.
I don't know really. Well, no, but one of the reasons was we'd already decided to put out Broken Love, and then there's also a sync deal with Sony Extreme that's going on in the background, and we wanted to get one of the songs was Karmic Rituals, so we just decided to drop one of those songs from the sort of sync deal as well. So that went out on the same day, really, for that reason, just to get it out there.
Yeah.
So people can sync it and stuff. So that really was the thinking. We're like, well, why don't we do both? So
yes,
we did.
Yeah, exactly. It feels so much harder to try and work out when to put stuff out now, especially if you are doing like a full album cycle, when to try and drop a song within it. It's a lot harder, I feel, nowadays.
Yeah, for sure. So we already had the plan anyway. So Karmic Rituals was a sort of bit of a kind of bonus single. So we're sort of generally scheduling every 6 weeks, putting stuff out until the album, and there's another single 2 days before. I think it goes out 2 days before, which is on a Wednesday,
cool.
which is weird. But anyway, that goes out on the 6th of May, which is Hotter Than the Sun, which is the title track from the album.
Oh, cool.
The next one, yeah.
Nice. And what kind of went into the decision to put out an album now? I know you've obviously it was a couple of years ago, right, the EP?
Yeah, it's a couple of years ago. I mean, it's just been finding the right time. To be honest, the EP and the album were all recorded as part of the same recording sessions.
Oh, cool.
With Mike Crumpus in Barnsley. He's not there now, but it was a studio he was sharing with Bring Me the Horizon.
Oh, cool.
They had their own kind of room and stuff, their own part of it, but in the same sort of studio complex.
Yes.
And so I was going up there kind of regularly. We did it over a series of months, recorded it, and then mixed it over a series of months, and then we're just deciding what to do with it all. So we initially put out the EP, and then we're sorting out the sync stuff in the background. And we've eventually just gone, right, now's the right time, let's put it out. So, here we are.
Yes, sounds good. And what's the kind of writing process like for you guys? Do you kind of do a lot of it and then take it to the other two, or is it you kind of get in a room and just hash it all out, or?
Yeah, well, it's sort of evolved. For me, it's always been a bit of both. I mean, I do generally write a lot, at home, just because that's what I do. I play guitar and write songs and sing, and get a lot of the ideas. And then some of the stuff is, worked out in the room. Like even last night, we had a rehearsal, for instance, and someone just plays something, just warming up, or sound checking, making sure everything's working. Everyone joins in, and you go, man, that's pretty cool. Like, why don't we, kind of do something with that? So it can sort of happen that way. Yeah, so it's a bit of a organic process that happens in various ways, really. no one fixed way. Sometimes it's very difficult and you're not feeling very inspired, you know. So
Yeah, this is it.
other times it just seems to be flying out everywhere, you know. I find listening to a lot of different music helps as well.
Mm.
Stuff out of your normal kind of box, which for me is the blues and rock and classic rock and modern takes on that. But if I just listen to that, I start getting a bit stale. So I don't know, I'll go off and listen to Taylor Swift or something, and or some obscure folk music from 40 years ago that isn't the blues, or it can be anything. And then I don't know, stuff just comes out. Not directly sounding like the music you're listening to, but it seems to open something up, I find, and then it comes back. So.
Yeah, definitely. I feel like it's at least the last few years or so, the kind of musical genres have blended a lot more as well. Like you can get away with combining a lot more, where probably 10 years ago or so you probably couldn't.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I think so. Yeah, there's a lot of fusion going on of different things, and I think that's partly the digital kind of thing and the everything being so readily available at your fingertips rather than just like your CD collection, like in the old days where literally you had what you had or you listened to one genre. You just find all this different music out there, and I think that just influences everyone across the board to. Like I just said, like listening to different things inspires you, then you probably do take bits of that and find it going into your music whether you even realise it or not. So I think that helps.
Yes, yeah, definitely. And you've kind of touched on it, but I assume there's some writing still going on in the background, kind of around the album.
Not with this album. This album's done. Yeah,
yes,
so that's a but yeah, no, there's new stuff definitely. Yeah, we've actually just been in the studio recently and done a couple of tracks that are sounding cool, and that will continue, and that may well be the sessions for the next album. So
yeah, that'd be cool.
Always writing, though. Always writing.
And like just out of curiosity, are you guys doing much in Dust Coda at the minute? And obviously we, caught up with you a little bit whenever that was, October time.
Yeah. Yes and no. We've got an acoustic gig, me and myself and Adam, in a couple of weeks. So
yes, I saw that actually. Yeah.
Trying to put that together, and no, it should be good. It does sound alright. So we're sort of doing that, and then but there's we will be looking to do another album, but I mean there's just due to personal circumstances in the background of band members, we haven't been able to do much recently.
Yeah, that's fair.
And people have been busy, and some have been moving house, things like that. So, but yeah, we will get back together soon and be doing some new stuff.
Yeah, nice. Is there any kind of different approaches you take to writing for that compared to the AK stuff, do you think, or?
No, not really. I mean, the writing process for me is largely the same, and then it's the same sort of thing really. Then, you get in a room and there's other ideas, and it'll just be a sort of mixture really of, or someone will bring me an idea, like sometimes Adam will bring me an idea and want me to sing on it, and obviously I'll do my best to try and do some Dust Coda-y sort of stuff. So it's a similar approach really.
Yes, sounds good. And then potentially a tricky question: do you have a favourite track on Hotter Than the Sun?
A couple. I say a couple. I like them all, to be honest. I treat them all equally as my children. But I think maybe standout track. I really like Hotter Than the Sun. The song itself. It's just got a nice kind of bass groove, and it's laid back, and it's kind of got a sexy feel to it.
Yeah, cool.
And I like Broken Love as well. So it's just really high energy tempo. Kind of anthemic chorus and stuff. It's fun to play live, so that one's cool as well. But yeah, I mean, there are none on there that I'm like, oh, I don't like them.
Yeah, exactly.
They're all, it's not always the case, you know what I mean? I know that might sound obvious, but I'm sure there's a lot of people out there that hate a lot of songs on their albums.
Yeah, I mean, you've only got to look at these classic bands that have been playing for 30 years and have never played certain songs that they've recorded before and all this kind of thing.
Yeah, exactly. yeah. So I'd play any of it. We'll get through all of it.
And then you've got quite a busy year planned, right? I've seen a few kind of tour posters and that kind of thing.
Yeah, so coming up to the release, so this month, April and May, we're going out around the UK on a kind of tour, doing 2 or 3 festivals and dates up north. And London, we got a hometown show, which is the album release on May the 9th. We're doing like Bristol, a couple of dates in Wales and stuff, so we're out and about, and we're sort of looking at obviously doing some more a little bit later in the year as well.
Yes.
And there will be a few, sort of bus codery bits as well. I should think so. Yeah, fairly busy,
Yes.
but just been in the plates really, and see where they.
Yeah, this is it. Yeah, I know. Kind of with Eddie and the Wolves, we've found it's slightly more last minute the last couple of years than it sometimes has been in the past. Because I feel like because there's so many bands around, you just kind of hop on whenever you can almost.
Yeah, no, definitely. Yeah, we'll be looking at other. I mean, we'll definitely book some more stuff, but I mean, it's just not concrete yet. We're just trying to. Really, the main focus at the moment is getting the album out, doing these dates we've got coming up, and then after that, we'll look at later in the year. But yeah, there'll be more for sure. We'll be doing other stuff. So.
Awesome. And then do you have a dream tour lineup you'd want to be a part of? Anyone you kind of, want to support, or some friends you want to bring along?
Yeah, I mean, it'd be great to go out and tour with someone like Rival Sons. Even, or Temperance Movement would be cool. Stuff like this. If you want to give us a call, do it. So that would be great. Or, some of the kind of blues rock guys like Eric Gales, I guess, people like that. And I don't know about Dream Lineups, but yeah, there's just a lot of sort of cool bands around. Go out and tour with and be able to watch every night. So go by that, I guess.
That sounds good. I feel like
Eddie and the Wolves, maybe.
Yeah.
We could do a.
Yeah, I'd definitely be down. I feel like we've not got too much in the pipeline for the end of the year. Let's do it.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, we'll sort that out. Make it happen. Yeah.
Sounds good. I feel like I'm seeing Temperance Movement over here a fair bit more recently as well, so there's always a possibility.
Yeah, I think so. I think something might be happening, but I don't know. I just heard rumours. So.
Yeah. And then as kind of a lighter final question, if you could have written one song from the past, do any kind of immediately spring to mind?
Oh, one song, just one.
We could maybe stretch to 2.
Well, I mean, the immediate one that springs to mind, and it's fairly obvious and typical, but it'd be great to have written Stairway to Heaven, wouldn't it? To be able to do that, and if we recorded that and CI did that.
Yeah, true.
That would be amazing. Hotel California. That would be another one. Some of these epics that take you on a journey. And it'd be like, wow, that's incredible. But then you find out there's only like 20 when they did it or something.
Yeah, it's ridiculous, isn't it?
Yeah, it's absolutely insane. But those two.
Definitely good choices.
Come to mind.
Yeah. Awesome. Well, that's all I've got. So, thank you for taking some time to chat.
Nice one.
Rock my soul electric.